Have you ever wondered what happens when the world's most influential innovator decides he no longer needs Washington's approval to shape the future? Look at Elon Musk. Once, he and I had a great relationship. Honestly, I do not know if we still do. It surprised me, because everyone here saw it. He praised me, said wonderful things, even wore that famous hat. Trump was right about everything. He was all in. And he understood my big, beautiful bill better than most people in this room. Better than you, better than many insiders. He had no issues with it, until he did. Suddenly, he turned critical when he realized we were going to scale back the EV mandate, because that meant billions less in subsidies. We want electric cars, sure, but we also want gas engines, hybrids, variety, not just one thing forced on everyone. Then came May 14th, 2025. Musk testified before Congress with a blunt warning. If the US punishes innovation, he will take that innovation to countries that still believe in it. Within 72 hours, the shift was undeniable. Tesla withdrew from federal EV infrastructure talks. SpaceX stopped engaging with the Pentagon over satellite launches. Starlink reps pulled out of a scheduled military connectivity review. No press releases, no dramatic tweets. But behind closed doors, the signal was clear. Musk no longer treats US policy as fixed priority. He is building resilience across borders, ready to go around Washington's friction. Earlier, in Q1 2025, the Pentagon asked for override authority to control Starlink satellites in conflicts. Musk refused. He had done this before. Starlink was disabled near Crimea in 2023, restricted near Gaza in 2024, and reports hinted at signal blocks near Taiwan during naval drills. His answer never changed. Starlink is not a military platform. After this latest refusal, the US Department of Defense quietly removed SpaceX from multiple satellite communication projects. Traditional defense contractors like Raytheon and Lockheed filled that vacuum fast. Meanwhile, other countries moved in. South Africa pushed through Starlink licensing after delays. Brazil reopened talks for rural Starlink coverage. India ignored US pressure and approved Starlink's domestic rollout. Musk's satellite empire grew, just no longer under US control. In March 2025, the US hit back with expanded tariffs on EV supply chains, targeting Chinese batteries, rare earths, and software. This disrupted Tesla's sourcing from Brazil, South Africa, and indirectly, China. In response, Tesla paused work on US-funded charging corridors. It signed a framework with Brazil to build a national EV charging network fully outside US policy reach. Tesla also rerouted procurement through non-aligned ports and suppliers. This was not a protest. This was a structural shift. Musk no longer sees US alignment as necessary for Tesla's long-term plans. By April 2025, the Pentagon had deprioritized SpaceX in key procurement rounds. A $2.8 billion low Earth orbit communications array went to Raytheon and Lockheed. A classified Pacific relay expected to involve Starlink shifted to Boeing. A direct launch contract went on indefinite hold. Officials cited operational independence as the risk. SpaceX did not get blacklisted, but its name disappeared from every shortlist. Inside the Pentagon, Musk's refusal to hand over control made SpaceX a strategic liability, and strategic risk always gets priced out. Outside defense, SpaceX's launch volume stayed high, but its role as a US defense partner is effectively paused. While the US pushed its allies to limit advanced AI, satellites, and EV tech in 2025, India rejected pressure to block Starlink. In meetings during March and April, US envoys asked India to suspend Starlink approvals. India declined, saying it was a domestic matter. Starlink now operates pilot programs in several Indian states, with full national coverage coming by late 2025. This sets a clear pattern. India's approach is practical. If infrastructure helps and the provider is non-state, access stays open. That policy lets Musk keep building while U.S. alignment fades. As U.S.-China tensions flared over EV tariffs and tech controls, a quiet breakthrough happened. In May 2025, regulators in Guangdong province approved a pilot for Tesla's energy optimization AI. This software, part of Tesla's auto bidder, integrates with China's state-linked smart grid, managing power loads across industrial zones. No big branding, no ceremony, but regulatory filings prove Tesla's AI is now inside Chinese energy infrastructure. This comes while Washington tightens AI export restrictions. Tesla's AI division faces fewer U.S. limits than rivals like NVIDIA or Google, because Musk sidesteps export lists by licensing commercial tools, not military-grade tech. In May 2025, Brazil's Ministry of Communications confirmed a formal request for Starlink expansion in underserved northern states. This is part of a package for spectrum allocation and rural schools. South Africa's parliament likewise confirmed Starlink is among finalists for national broadband. Leaked Russian documents even reference non-state low Earth orbit providers for military-grade emergency comms, widely interpreted as a quiet nod to Starlink. Diplomatic coordination is happening. Brazil and India discussed interoperability standards, explicitly naming Starlink as an option. None of these deals go through Washington. None face U.S. oversight. Musk has not announced any BRICS alignment, but the door is open, and governments are walking through it. Starlink, once part of a Western defense network, is shifting to a multipolar commercial network. It connects wherever it's allowed, not just where the U.S. approves. On May 29th, the U.S. Treasury launched an inquiry into Tesla's software licensing abroad. Officials want to know if Tesla's AI for utilities is a dual-use tech under new Post-Chips Act rules. Focus areas: energy partners in China, Brazil, and South Africa, especially where local governments hold majority stakes. Tesla argues these are ordinary commercial systems, not on any export list. But Treasury sees this as a test case. Can an independent U.S. tech company run global infrastructure without federal clearance? The outcome will set precedent for other tech giants. By June 2025, Musk's companies were removed from two federal advisory boards, the National AI Strategy Group and the Federal EV Infrastructure Forum. Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Anthropic remain. X.AI and Tesla are out. Insiders cite conflicts of interest and unreliable alignment. No public statement, but the message is clear. Washington and Musk are drifting apart. Musk fired back online. If DC wants control, it can build its own infrastructure. We'll build where we're needed. By mid-2025, 3 U.S.-aligned governments launched their own reviews of Starlink's reliability. Germany's Federal Network Agency flagged risks for NATO planning. Japan's Ministry of Internal Affairs delayed further Starlink approvals, citing command chain uncertainty. Australia's Defence Committee flagged trust issues due to Musk's past deactivations in war zones. No bans yet, but allies now ask, if Musk won't take orders from Washington, why would he obey Berlin, Tokyo, or Canberra? Meanwhile, China is quietly strengthening its ties. Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory got new land rights for battery expansion just weeks after the U.S. increased EV tariffs. Tesla received special software exemptions to deploy fleet AI, blocked for other Western firms. In Anhui Province, Tesla joined a public-private EV lab, with local subsidies easing the impact of U.S. manufacturing cuts. This is not normal commercial development. It is a strategic play. China is turning Musk's frustration with Washington into leverage by enabling him, not controlling him. Today, Starlink grows through direct deals with BRICS and non-aligned states. Tesla's AI shapes foreign energy grids. X.AI pilots models in the UAE and Singapore with no U.S. ties. SpaceX shifts 40% of its new launches to non-defense commercial payloads. This is not open hostility. It is quiet divergence. Musk no longer needs federal approval to grow. He needs freedom. And he is finding that freedom abroad. So, does this mean a global power shift is underway, or just a new kind of tech realignment? Tell us what you think in the comments. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.